Hey FLOSSTUBE, it's Leigh from Creatively on Sunday the 12th of January 2025 with FLOSSTUBE number 252. Welcome back to my weekly YouTube channel about counted cross stitch. It's 6 days till my birthday. Who's counting? Me. My birthday's next Saturday. How did that happen? And then I realised, because I'm turning 53, that means Saturday will be 3 years since I started my 50 at 50. My 50 starts in the year I turned 50, which was, an ambitious but successful project. And I'm not doing the similar thing this year at all. I had a really good week actually. I didn't start work. I can't remember whether I mentioned that or not. Last week I got a message from new boss to say, hey, if you were, this is on the Sunday, if you were planning to still start tomorrow, Monday, don't bother. Long story short, essentially the development, the environments, the need for extra testing, which is essentially what I was going to be doing that first week back, which is helping out the testing. They just weren't ready. They may have been ready by Friday, but by that point I was like, well, I'm not going to go to work on Friday. And I know like the other tester was off sick some of the week and the guys were still working on deployment and pipelines and stuff. So essentially I was like, you know what? I was meant to have this third week off. I am so happy that I had the third week off because I needed it. I slept in, I did some stitching, got quite a bit to show you, so yay for you guys. I visited some friends, had some friends visit me. Like I was halfway through the week when I realised, oh yeah, I'm not working. I could actually go have a cup of whatever, Coke, coffee, tea with friends, and had a couple of other friends visit me just for a cup of tea and a catch up, and I've got a friend coming this afternoon hopefully. So yeah, I really took advantage of the fact that I just had this week off with no real plans and got a little bit stuck into the house. So as per previous announcements, I bought a new bed before Christmas. And it arrives, I got a call, it arrives at this stage on the 20th, so Monday week, and I need to get my current bed into the spare room and give my room a good clean so it's ready for the new bed. But I have to then get the other bed, that is my friend's bed on loan, out of the spare bedroom into another place, whether it be on the back of somebody's truck, my friend's garage, my garage, on the street, wherever. So that has to happen next weekend. But to do that, I had to finish organising the wardrobe. So it just started this whole kind of cascade of moving parts. So I'm almost done with the spare room. Reorganised all my bookshelves, shuffled them around. I have a new bookshelf and got rid of an older, smaller one, but the older, smaller one's gone into the wardrobe to help me do organisation. So it's been a whole thing. It's been kind of fun because I do actually quite like organising. I just don't like it when I don't have time to do it. And I also didn't want to spend any money on any organisation things. So almost done with the spare room, ready to, I can strip that, get all that laundry done, and look at getting that bed out on Saturday and then moving my bed in on Sunday. I'll sleep in the spare room until the new bed arrives, and I'm very excited about it. So I've just been pottering around. Still need to do the pantry. It's not going to happen this week. And I'm a third of the way through the craft room, which is just over there. So / office, because of course in my new job I predominantly work from home as opposed to my old job where I predominantly worked in the office. So I've just got a lot of crap everywhere, so I'm just trying to reorganize some of the crap and get all the non-work stuff off of my work desk and put into places where it needs to go, and some of that may be the bin. I took a huge load to the recycling on Friday, I think it was Friday, not recycling, to the hospice shop. I had just a box that was getting pretty full, and I was like, why am I waiting? So I took that down. I don't think there's too much more to donate, but there'll be, actually I've got way too many duvets and blankets and things. I brought some back from Dad's, and I kind of need to wash everything, which means going to the laundromat because my washing machine's tiny with an agitator, so I can't fit anything in it. So I need to take stuff to the laundromat. So I think this week I might see if I can just whip in, get stuff into the laundromat, whip back home, do some work, whip back again. We'll see. I might even just pay someone to clean them for me rather than me self-service. And then I can donate the ones that are still fine, but not the best. And then I'll just have the right duvets for like summer, winter for the 2 beds, and then get rid of the rest. I think I've got about 7 duvets. Too many. I don't have anywhere to put them, but basically I would never donate something that wasn't clean, so I want to wash all them. So just that'll be this week, so that when I make up the new beds, they're made with lovely clean linen, lovely clean duvets, and new start for the new year, 2025, new beginnings. So that's sort of what I've been up to. As I said, quite a bit of stitching in between, lots of just constantly doing little things, just slowly, just doing a bit of a purge and a reorg and a shuffle around and stuff. So yay to me. Coffee, which I'm not gonna enjoy given I just brushed my teeth, just washed my hair, brushed my teeth. It's 12 o'clock, it's midday. I had a late shower. Very hot. Also doesn't go with toothpaste, but that's all right. Okay, I have a little bit of haul. I had mentioned previously that I had a few little things coming in. So first up, I got some linen from number 12 Stitch Co. I ordered this when I was in Australia just because I knew that All Threads was closed, so I couldn't go there, and I wanted to buy some linen because linen makes me happy and brings me joy, and I do love number 12 Stitch Co. I don't have any specific plans for any of this other than I've got a few, there's quite a few Blackbird charts, and a lot of them are charted for like 30 count R&R, which, you know, good luck getting that, and I'm not even going to try. So I bought some 28 count and some 32 count, figuring, you know, they might be good options for that, and just a couple of other things. So, well, how should I do this? Okay, first of all, I ordered just 2 fat quarters, and this one is a 32 count in old lace, so just a really good samplery neutral. So I figure that would be pretty good for a Blackbird or 2. No immediate plans to start Blackbird or 2, but you know, I do have a number of their books and kind of haven't really had any linen that went, and I figure that's a really good linen samplery Blackbirdy colour. I also got a fat quarter of Decrepit. This is did I say it was a 40 count? No, this is a 32 count as well. I told lies. And I love how it's got that kind of dirty yellow, and that, I guess, when you look at it close, it looks just like beigey neutral, but it's actually got this really interesting dynamic. So again, it's a 32 count. I don't typically buy a lot of over dyes in 32 count because I tend to stitch on 36 and 40. However, I wanted a couple of samplery options. Again, probably looking at a couple of Blackbirds or some other sampler that I've got in my stash that I didn't have fabric for. Then, did I get, who knew I got that much? Then I got a 40 count. This one is False Starter, and this is much paler. So it's, I guess, cream off-white with a dirty kind of yellow in it. So this one's 40 count, so yeah, again, no plans in particular. And then in the Etsy shop there was a bargain pack, and there was only one left, and it was in like 5 people's carts. So I thought, well, feels like I should push go on it. So this is a 28 count bargain pack, so you got 3 for the price of 2 fat quarters. And again, 28 count don't have, if any or much, in the way of 28 count over dyed. These are basically, I guess, misdyes, or just they're not standard colors. I love this walnutty color. And then just this, these are very similar, but they are different. One is on my lap, one is slightly lighter, or at least that's how it looks to me. So I guess it depends on which way you look at it. This one is slightly lighter than this one, but they're both just very good neutrals. I think you can see that one's lighter. So that was just, yeah, again, 3 for the price of 2. So yay for new linen. Very happy about that. So ages ago, like November, maybe November, it doesn't really matter, I put through a wee order from that Crafty Kiwi. And when I say a wee order, it wasn't a wee order at all. Ages ago, like October, I asked her to get in the Vicky Clayton silk pack conversion for Real Comfort from Plum Street. The chart got released for general consumption October, I'm making that up. And yeah, Vicky Clayton had posted that she had kitted this up. I haven't opened it, it's sealed for my protection. But I'll show you properly next week, because this is going to be my birthday start. So it's just, yeah, I'll show you properly then. But I just don't want to open it until I've got a thing to put them in. So I'd ordered that, because I said to Helen, because I knew that Helen could order in Vicky Clayton silks for us. So anybody in New Zealand, reach out to Helen Barry from That Crafty Kiwi if you're interested in any of the Vicky Clayton silks / silk packs. If you subscribe to Vicky Clayton Dyer on Facebook, she puts tons of posts up about various silk packs. I think that she has, over the last few years, looked at matching a lot of the over dyes from at least Threadworx and Gentle Arts. Don't quote me, potentially also the other one, which I always forget the name of, Classic Colourworks. So the silk pack should be really good. Blah, blah, blah. I wanted to do this for my birthday start. So I also ordered the chart. I already had the fabric from her, which I purchased a couple of months ago. So because I was ordering this, that's the chart, the Plum Street Real Comfort, my birthday start. I couldn't let that travel alone. At this stage, I didn't know they would be coming together. But I also ordered a couple of other things. This, I loved this when it came out. I think it was in market release last year. And but anyway, look at it. It's just, gorge. And so Rosewood Manor. So of course Rosewood Manor is really good. If you've never used one of their charts, she doesn't just give you the main thing, but she gives you other things you can do with the charts or pieces of the charts. You get like kind of bonus designs. She reworks some of the motifs as like little doofers, formal name for like scissor fobs, or it gives you the idea about how you could use just covering for your protection, like a little motif you could put on a banding, or again little samplers and stuff, needlebook covers, blah blah blah. So anyway, just loved it. So I'll tell you what prompted me to purchase it in a second, but I looked at it for ages. And then I've always loved these, always, it hasn't been that old, but these 3 berries. What's it called? The Berry Patch by Erica Michaels. So when I showed you the Threadworx last week that I'd picked up when I was in Auckland at Ribbon Rose. I picked up the called for, there are 2 colours in each of these, so I picked up the called for. So in that handful of floss was the threads for this, called for threads for that. So I picked these up when I was at Ribbon Rose last week, knowing that this was coming. So, and I guess, what's it stitched on? 36 count something. I'll find 36 count something. Am I just whatever? They're on R&R 36 count exclusive vanilla bean. So yeah, never gonna see that. But it's 36 count cream, not that hard. So that was that. And then these also I just loved. These literary love notes. That's number 1 and number 2. So they're love quotes that are from various literatures, because I wanted that to not travel on its own. I bought all that. I don't care. So basically birthday start's gonna be, I bought the cord for linen for Real Comfort from Helen back in, she ordered this in October. So it's Fox and Rabbit Saltbush 36 count. So it's a lot darker than that, but I think it's going to be awesome. It's a lot darker than the picture. And then I've got the silk pack. Very excited. So birthday start Saturday, sometime between having a high tea with some friends at 1 o'clock and then probably going to see the Art of Banksy exhibition, at Kina with Anne now, sometime on Saturday or Sunday, I'm not really sure. I'm going to get that started. So I probably won't get a lot done, but you'll see it next week. I'll show you properly. Need to find a bag for it. I do have 13 empty bags, so should be fine. So that was that. These, no plans, but partly kitted up those berries. Trying to keep some semblance of order and failing. Kitterwick green. The model is on 32 count under the sea fabrics with, so 32 count Aztec. And there are a few fancy just some Smyrna crosses. They're easy if I go smaller. So I'm okay with that, I think. But recently, my lovely friend Judith brought back from the States for me this 36 count Tiger's Eye. So when I had that fabric, then I was like, oh my God, that's the perfect chart to go on that fabric. So it is 36 count, so we'll be doing 1 strand. Don't mind that because it has a butt ton of wheat dye work. So for example, that light khaki colour, it called for 7 skeins. You might remember that I bought 4 skeins of it when I was at All Threads. No, Ribbon Rose, bloody hell. Because I'm only going to do 1 strand, so that should be plenty. And then the other flosses I bought from Ribbon Rose were also where I could. Yeah, they had a couple of skeins of amber instead of 4. And these colours are some, so it's not the entire, what am I trying to say? It's not all the colours because they didn't have all of them. They're like 3 or 4 that I need to still get, but it's gonna be amazing. So yeah, I'm gonna do 1 strand over 2 instead of 2 strands over 2. Should be a little bit smaller, but you know, typical Rosewood Manor, beautiful charts, and I'm gonna love doing that alphabet. It's amazing. That beautiful alphabet with that cream is gonna be so cool. So just let's enjoy the glory of it for a little bit longer. Can't wait to do, well, I can wait because I don't know when I'm starting it. However, that bottom border is going to be joyous, and of course I start at the bottom, so guess what I'm going to stitch first? That bottom border. Oh, I can't wait. I just love samplers that are chock full with stuff. So yeah, that's 95% kitted up, so yay. But yeah, again, once I got that beautiful pack from, that beautiful fabric from, my God, I'm so all over the show today. Judith, I was like, oh yeah, I have to get that chart now that I've got fabric for it. And then more haul. For Christmas, I'd reached out to the lovely Catherine at Country Stitch and just asked for a few things. There's again a couple of blackbirds that I'm slowly kitting up. I don't even know which one's which. So I just have a bunch of overdyes. This is for two different projects, or maybe one, I can't remember. I know what it is, it's just written down on the spreadsheet. So just, yeah, a whole heap of, I've got Gentle Arts. I don't know if I've got any classic colour works. A couple of weeks. I think it's mostly Gentle Arts in here. It is, to be sure. And then a pack of beads, which is for a whole nother project that I'm slowly kitting up. So just some little bits and pieces and stuff. It was also that time of the month where my silk of the month from Silks for You came through. So this is November 2024. This time, instead of 5 solid, colours, tones, we've got 5 self-variegated, very pretty. Yeah, that's a lot, right? I'm not apologizing for it. It's just a lot. So yeah, quite a bit of stitching. First up, I've got to finish, the first finish of the year. I didn't even touch the needle until the 7th, so whatever day that was. It was the first day I got to sit down, and I got quite a lot done on my Quaker Alphabet from La Di Da. So then I just carried on the morning. No, must have just carried on. I wrote down that I finished this on the 7th, so I must have just stitched it and finished it that evening. I don't actually remember now. It's only been 5 days. So this I stitched on 35 count vintage marble, using my own colours, Weeks, Dyeworks, Navy and Fathom. It was a start at the Christchurch retreat on the 9th of March last year, and I finished it on 7th of January. So yay for the first finish in the bag for 2025. This is what the chart looked like. It's a little bit brighter than mine. That blue's a little bit brighter. And here is my finish. Love it. Couple of minor changes in the chart where I felt like there were charting errors. I can't point them out now, but essentially it's as charted, and just the colors are a lot more close together, but you can see a little bit more in person that the alphabet is in a darker I was going to say font, but I meant thread. So really happy with that little finish. This little chart, I think that I will not pass it on via YouTube. I am going to take this and put it on the destash table, freebie table at the Christchurch retreat, because I don't have anything else to take at this stage. And I also did, just send a lot out with my 5-year anniversary giveaway, and spent quite a lot of money on postage. So thank you to a few people who purchased some coffees for me in December and January. I really appreciate it. That helped me not be too much out of pocket. Next up, I then picked up this. So that was something that I started at the Vibrant Flowers by Kathy Barrick. I'd started this at the Hutt Valley retreat in August and had not touched it since. So she needed some love. So I'm stitching, this is one of those rare examples of where I'm stitching here 100% on the called for. So 40 count Thornfield by Needle and Flax. Thank you, Judith, for passing that on to me. Judith's is very generous. And also I'm using the called for NPIs, which I sourced through Helen Berry. Helen Berry's getting a lot of my money, but she deserves it because she's bringing in beautiful things. So, and here we go. So since you last saw it, I stitched all the house. So the house is all completely done and got that wee kitten in there. So very fun house to stitch. So yeah, that's where we're at. Really pleased with that. Carrying on with my monthly goals. I picked up Procession of Princesses from Vivsters. So again, this is one of my 4-year sales for leap year sale. So I only stitch about 1,700 stitches a month on this. My version is on 20 count ivory linen using call for DMC, which it turns out this is the next color I need. Includes some devil's thread. There's a little bit of sparkle in this. I'm actually quite looking forward to it. Also the fact that I will only be using one strand of this devil's thread, which will be a lot easier to wrangle than using multiple strands. So pulled out my very old decrepit paper bobbin from the olden days. So yeah, we are on track for getting this stitched. I got 1,701 stitches in, so I was slightly ahead at the end of December, so I'm still slightly ahead. So I've got so far 18,715 stitches against a target of 18,700. So one more month and we will be 1 year in and a quarter of the way done, and that's wonderful. So sometime over the next week or two I'll pick up the other leap year sale, Women in Profile. So where did we get to? Here was where we're at. Just a screenshot maybe to use as my thumbnail. So I worked over here and I got all of this pink bush in, and then I got all of this little bit of just the little whatever that color is in, these fill-ins, and that gold is going to be in the centers of these little doofers here. Just a single stitch, and I think a single stitch in these circle ones as well. But and then once I did all that, because I didn't want to fill in, I was going to go way over my stitch budget, I then just did a little bit more black up here. So pulled that up. I think I stitched that bit of black as well, just to fill in the extra bits. So yeah, really, again, really happy with that. Next time I'll fill in this, and I think there's some black to come up and then some more of that. Probably do more, actually I might do more of the fill in. This one here repeats here, but I need to do the black outline for that. So we might carry on there, or I'll pick up this. I don't really care. It is all progress. Who knows what I'll do. Very fun and very, yeah, just a really relaxing stitch. So, and then, oh no, so I was going to say, and finally, there's 2 more. Bloody hell. Then, poor old wrinkled chart. I picked up Remember Me from Teresa Kogut. I wanted to finish the top border that was not quite there. This is on 36 count weathered linen from number 12 Stitch Go, as I've mentioned before, one of my favorite linens, and I'm using a variation of the called for. I should really write that down. Did it say I put a couple of extra colors. This was a start on the 24th of September 2023 as part of hashtag stash sampler starts, my bonus start. And I got, is this the top? It is. I got that top border done. So here we are right now. So yeah, got the top border done. That top line needed to come across, and I needed to fill in the rest of the little, it had the darker colour, but I needed the little lighter beige, probably from about a third of the way up and across. So the inner border's done, the outer border's done. Love it so much. So we estimate we're about 50% now. I'm so excited. So it was a really good stopping place. Kind of could have carried on. I think I'm going to do all of the writing next, because I think 2025 might be a year of alphabets. I've got so many alphabets in my future. They are samplers, so no surprises. So I might do the bottom kind of alphabets here, and those two little, the borders, that little border there, and then come up and do the little saying, and then that will then leave me just the, well, you know, yeah, get the words in, then have a break, whatever, then start on that bottom band, I guess, of the little birds and things. Then that just leaves me the house section. And then yesterday, in between doing stitching and, in between doing housework and having a rest, having little rests, I picked up Heavy Dragons, Hexant Dragons from Modern Folk Embroidery, one of his dark charts, and I gave this some love. As you would have seen in my whip parade, if you watched it, 36 count parchment linen from Fibre on a Whim using Threadworx colour 1043. This is one of my 50 at 50. Purchased the linen and the thread from All Threads when I visited in 2022 for my niece's 21st. My sister helped pick the thread colour, and I started it early December. I don't know that I stitched on this at all last year, but I worked quite a bit on the border. So I was sort of up to here, so probably from about here I finished this side of the border, brought it all the way across the top, and I've started working across the top. So I tried, am I showing you the right side? I am. Tried to show you I tried to finish that last night, but I was like, Leigh, go to bed, you fool. So yeah, it was still quite a bit of stitching. I think when I talked about what percentage I was at on this, I forgot that the chart actually has all the negative charted as well. So it says, Pattern Keeper says I'm about 26%. So I'm stitching the black square symbols, not the light symbols. The dark X's that I am stitching, there's 14,081, and the negative version has 14,080. So pretty much, if it says I'm at 25-ish%, I'm about 50% done, because it's just half of the chart. Does that make sense? I don't even know. I feel like I should have gone back to bed. So really happy with the progress on that. Really keen. This is on my finish list for the year. Really excited to get that border finished. So that was a lot of stitching. It's a long video because I rabbited on and was very ineloquent. I've got a friend coming this afternoon. I've got so much to do, and I need to eat lunch, and I need to call a friend. So I don't even know. So suddenly it's like nearly 1 o'clock, and I don't know where the day's gone, and I've got to get my shit together for tomorrow. Thanks for coming along. I, again, appreciate you very much. Look forward to seeing you next Sunday when I'll have my new start in the bag. 53, holy shit, who can believe it? 53, and I'm breaking out. This hormone thing, I've got like terrible, I don't even know, is it acne? I've never had acne. I was one of those children that was blessed with not actually getting pimples. I mean, I had everything else, so why not have one thing I didn't get? But now as a perimenopausal woman on HRT, I'm getting breakouts. It could be stress as well, or just my body just going, you needed a break. But that's not fun. Anyway, take care. As always, don't let your needles rust. Ciao.